Okay, in this tutorial we'll be looking at section 12.5 on linear transformations. Okay, there's really not a lot to this section. Okay, the idea is that our expected value of ax plus b, where a and b are constants, is equal to a times e of x plus b, and simply the variance of ax plus b becomes a squared times the variance of x. Okay, so a and b are just constants in this. Okay, so we'll have a look at the couple of worked examples that we've got. So worked example 6 is we've got a continuous random variable x that has a mean of 3 and a variance of 2. Okay, in part A, we need to find e of 2x plus 1. Okay, well, we have a look, and that becomes 2 times e of x plus 1. Okay, we know e of x is 3, so it becomes 2 times 3 plus 1, which equals 7. Okay, the next one, they want the variance of 2x plus 1. Okay, well, we know that becomes 2 squared times our variance of x. Well, our variance is 2, so it's 2 squared times 2, which is 8. Okay, for the next one, they want us to do is e of x squared. Okay, so this one's good. I like this one because this one, okay, we need to think about the fact that our variance of x, okay, is equal to e of x squared minus e of x all squared. So e of x squared is going to equal our variance of x, okay, plus our e of x squared. It's going to be our e of x squared. Okay, well, our variance was 2 plus our expected value was 3, which is squared. Okay, equals our e of x squared, okay, which means that equals 11. Okay, our next one, okay, they want e of 3x squared. Okay, so for this one, I mean, that equals 3e of x squared, okay, which means we've got 3 times 11, which is 33. Okay, and the last one that they want is e of x squared minus 5, okay, which is equal to e of x squared minus 5. Okay, so that's our 11 minus 5, which is equal to 6. Okay, so that's it. The first worked example. We've got one more to do, okay, which is worked example 7. Okay, so we're given a function f of x equals 3kx between 0 and 1 and 0 elsewhere. Okay, and we're also given this graph here that shows that we go from our 0 to 1 and our up to 3k. And they've asked us to find the value of k. Well, we know that when we find the area under this graph, that it's got to equal 1. So what we do is we do our half times base times height, because it's simply a triangle, and we know that's going to equal 1. So we get a half times 1 times our height, which is 3k, equals 1. So we get 3 on 2k equals 1, okay, which means k equals 2 on 3. Okay. For part B, they want us to find our expected value and our variance. Okay, so remember our expected value, which we've done previously. Okay, I'll start that up here. E of x is equal to the integral from 0 to 1 of x times f of x dx. So e of x is going to equal the integral from 0 to 1 of x outside of our, when we put in our k of 2 on 3, Okay, our 3's are going to cancel out, so f of x is really just 2x dx. That equals our integral from 0 to 1 of 2x squared dx, which is going to be 2x to the 3 on 3 from 0 to 1. Okay, which means we're going to get simply 2 on 3 for our e of x. Okay, and we need to find our variance, which means in order to find our variance, we need to find our e of x squared, okay, which is going to be our integral from 0 to 1 of x squared times 2x dx. So we're going to be integrating from 0 to 1 of 2x cubed dx, which means we're going to be integrating, so we're going to get, okay, x to the 4 on 2 from 0 to 1. Okay, when we put that in, we're going to get 1 on 2. Okay, so our variance of x, remember, is our e of x squared, okay, which is a half, minus our e of x, which is 2 on 3 squared. Okay, and so we find our variance is equal to 1 on 18. Okay, for part C, what they want us to find is e of 3x take 1. Okay, well, we know that equals 3e of x minus 1. So we get 3 times 2 on 3 minus 1. Okay. So that's going to give us, obviously, just 1. Okay, they also want the variance of 3x minus 1. Well, that's going to equal our 3 squared times the variance of x. There's going to be 9 times our variance, which is 1 on 18, which is simply going to give us a half. Okay, and they want us to find, lastly, e of 2x squared plus 3. Okay, well, that's going to be 2e of x squared plus 3. Well, we know our e of x squared is a half, so it will be 2 times a half plus 3, which will equal our 4. Okay, so that's all there is in this section. Okay, so you may need to use a little bit of the information that you've learnt and the skills that you've developed in the last couple of sections in doing some of our finding our expected value and our variance. Okay, and otherwise after that it's just using these couple of rules that we just introduced.